next guest is an Academy Award-nominated actor who you know from big films like Schindler's List, Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. His new movie, Kinsey, has critics raving. Please welcome the very talented Liam Neeson.
Bad choice of color, right?
No, it's a great choice of color. That's
it's like,
beautiful.
where do you keep the batteries? You know?
No, I like it a lot. You look great.
Thanks, on you too.
Now, and how about, what did you think of my accent, laddie? I do a good Irish accent, if you'd like to hear it the entire time.
Okay. Do you want to start it?
I'll start it now. How?
It sounds a wee bit Scottish to me.
Really?
But it's a really
Tell
good...
me the difference between the Scottish and the Irish, laddie.
Well, laddie they say in Scotland a lot.
And what do you say in Ireland?
We don't, I don't know if we have an equivalent.
No?
Actually, where I come from in the northeast of Ireland, you can see the Isle of Skye 30 miles away. So my hometown is called Ballymena, so we're actually known as Ballymena Scots. So I don't have this traditional brogue.
Yeah.
You wouldn't call my accent a brogue.
No, it's not a brogue.
Right. Well, that's good.
I didn't know you wanted me to do the brogue.
That's better, that's better.
Now, you actually, because you had to lose your accent for the movie, and is that easy for you to just erase that?
Yes, of course it is, darling.
Really?
No, I work with Debbie Hecht, this wonderful dialect coach, and it's a constant thing every day and before every scene. Yeah. Because I'm not one of those actors that kind of comes off set and keeps it all.
Do you go right back into a normal accent when you break?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And at the end of the day, I like to hang the character like a coat behind the door. I like to know it's there, you know? But...
Yeah, you don't need to keep in character the whole time.
No, I can't.
I have a gift for you because I found out that you, which I'll let you explain first because I don't know how much you're into this, but you chew toothpicks nonstop, which you don't have right now.
I do actually, yeah.
Like, is it really nonstop? How do you?
I've taken the label off so that there was no advertising, but they're tea tree oil toothpicks. And when I used to smoke, I chewed these as well. And it was like, okay, what's going to go, the cigarettes or the toothpicks? And I thought, sorry, cigarettes.
Yeah.
You want to try one?
No, thank you.
Okay.
But shouldn't you have a nice flat, like sterling silver, some kind of beautiful case for that?
Sometimes people get me these little gifts of, and they're very beautiful, but they're kind of tricky to open. And they've got little chains and stuff.
Well, you need something that's easy opening, because what you want to do. Go ahead, take them.
Thank you, sweetie.
Just take the whole thing.
What do you do? All right. And they're bigger, too.
Yeah. Yeah, you just need to make sure you get the right thing.
That's great. Thanks, Sarah. Thank you.
Make sure it's classy.
Can I take that home?
Yeah, you can have that, actually. So, and do you actually really chew them? Do you, because that's what someone said, that you do it nonstop.
I do. I chew them and I suck them and then I chew them up and then I get rid of it.
You don't swallow it?
No, I don't swallow it.
Good.
But it's, I guess it's kind of quite rude, but I've been doing it for years and it helps me think and it helps me, you know.
Well, it's better than smoking.
Relax
I would say that's. I would say there's nothing wrong with chewing on a piece of wood over smoking.
Certainly.
All right. So and also here's a beautiful picture of your wife, Natasha Richardson, which is that's you've been married 10 years. That's you and your wife.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's you
I
and
was
your wife.
checking out my gear. I should have worn that tonight, actually.
No, you look great. I don't
That's
know why
her.
you're...
I haven't seen her for a while. She's in Shanghai making a movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's hard, because you have 2 kids.
We have 2 kids, but we actually just got back from there last Sunday.
And you've been married 10 years, right?
10 years on. Yeah.
So, and how long so you were doing, how long do you go without seeing each other sometimes?
Well, up until this piece of work, we don't let it go beyond 4 weeks. But this time it was like 9 weeks.
Because your family's in Ireland, right?
Yes, actually, you know something, I have to tell you, my mum's flew in to New York last night, which is where I live. And when I saw that little segment with that lady, Kitty, she's very like my mum, and my mum's called Kitty too.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I just made up her name. Her name's Charlotte, but we saw her in the audience one day, and we didn't know who she was, and I just named her Kitty, and it caught on, and that's not her name at all. And then she finally contacted us. She thought we'd just leave her alone, it would go away, but she didn't know me.
She's a big star now.
So now she's a big star, but that's your mother's name, Kitty.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought that...
and Kitty is Irish for Catherine.
Really?
Just so you know. Yeah.
Probably from my background, I decided to do it. All right, we have to take a break. When we come back, I want to give you a little gift.
Thanks, son.
All right, we'll be right back. We're back with Liam Neeson. It's a clip from Kinsey, and there's just a lot of Oscar buzz about with your performance in this. You're so good in it, and the film is so good.
Thanks, son. Thank you.
I really didn't know anything about Kinsey, until I saw the movie.
Nor me. I certainly didn't know anything about him growing up in Ireland. You know? And in fact, I think the books were banned there until like the 70s. You know?
And how do you feel about, were you raised in that kind of family that sex was not talked about, or? Yes,
I was brought up in a very, very traditional Irish Catholic background. I had 3 sisters. I have 3 sisters, I should say, my parents. And yeah, sex was not talked about. Never, ever talked about, nor was it talked about at school, you know? And I learned it from bathroom walls, essentially. Drawings, you know? Crude drawings.
Right.
And also...
I'm sorry, I was thinking about a drawing I once saw.
Tell Dr. Kinsey.
Now, will you talk to your kids differently after doing this movie, or would you have talked to them the same way? Because, I mean, the way that the family spoke at the dinner table, I was just like, oh my God, I can't imagine parents talking to their kids that openly. Yeah. Are you scared of talking to your kids about that?
I kind of, in my head, I want to see myself with the toothpick and the cardigan and the roaring fire and saying, come here, sons. Yeah. You know, doing all that. But I suspect I'll get very, very uptight. They've already started asking pertinent questions. We haven't quite got to the, maybe a little soup song of the birds, but definitely not the bees. You know? So we have that ahead of us. You know? Yeah.
Well, you said they're 8 and...
8 and 9.
Yeah. That's, hopefully kids can stay kids for a little while longer.
Oh,
kids are growing up too fast now, and they don't need to know that yet.
I agree. I agree.
Not till they're 20
But I'd
21.
rather they hear from us rather than...
Yes, well,
walls,
exactly, right. Yeah, bathroom walls. Well, there's sometimes moisture that distorts things, and... all right, listen, we want to give you this gift because your family is in Ireland, and it's the video phone that we were just talking about. So,
fantastic.
And Kinsey is currently playing in theaters everywhere. We've got an update on Houston after this. Don't go.